easily one of the cleanest throwbacks in the NASCAR throwback weekend history. I mean, it's like looking at 3 different decades in one freaking diecast. Oh my goodness, such a underrated paint scheme. And it went to victory lane. Here is Kevin Harvick's 2020 Busch Darlington Throwback Ford Mustang. Hello, Howdy folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Right back here with a brand new diecast review. It is a Busch Darlington Throwback. This is the car that won the 2020 Southern 500. My God, man. This diecast might have been best in show. I'm getting so many vibes of a silver bullet that good old Sterling Marlin used to drive back in the day of the Dodge Intrepid. But my goodness, man. This old school Busch paint scheme is absolutely fantastic. Now, to my knowledge, this was a paint scheme that was, the reason why it was a throwback is because it was throwing back to, get this, the NASCAR Busch Series. Now, the Busch Series, oh my God, it spanned from, let's see, like 1982 or something. Yeah, 1982, I think, to like 2007, I want to say, 2007, 2006. That's when the NASCAR Busch Series was around. But, of course, it went to Nationwide. Then it went to now we call Xfinity. But it was called so many different things. NASCAR Busch Series, NASCAR, it was like Busch Grand National. Yeah, it was so many different things. But anyways, it's kind of like I'm going to call it really a late 90s, early 2000s style paint scheme, you know. This is kind of the background I would imagine on like a Super Bowl commercial or something, right? You know, Busch, beautiful, high contrast, three-dimensional transition, background pattern you might see at the 2000 or 2001 Super Bowl. But anyways, this is one super freaking diecast, so without further ado, let's get the base off of it and get this diecast review underway. Here we go, folks. Brand new out of the box, and oh my goodness, man. One of the best Darlington throwbacks in Darlington history. There is just something about this paint scheme, and you know, I say this about a lot of paint schemes, I really do, but I mean, this diecast, oh my Lord Jesus. I really want to make this a primary car. Like, that's how beautiful I want to make this car. It's how beautiful this car is. I want to make it a primary for the NASCAR Darlington Cup Series, and you really could, right? Check this out. So, unlike the Blaney, Darlington Throwback, the Blaney, you know, Darlington Throwback, and then, of course, the Matt DiBenedetto, they have kind of the white-silver playoff splitter, or spoiler. And this one is a round of 16 diecast playoff windshield banner, but it has the black spoiler. So, technically, you don't even have to paint that. I love that. This car, my dude, wow, man. I mean, the detail. I mean, look at it. It's like brushstroke detail. I mean, this car, my dude, is so God-given beautiful, man. It just reminds you of just like a 2001 like Super Bowl ad. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Super Bowl week, but I tell you what, this diecast seriously gives me some nostalgia. I wish we could get like some vintage Bud Light freaking throwbacks. I think that'd be really cool. So you guys got Busch beer right there. Love that. The dark blue with kind of the light blue background to it with the different brushstroke patterns to it. And that beautiful mountaintop right there. My goodness, man. This is truly a clean freaking diecast here. As I say that there's freaking hair there, but that's besides the point. So get the Ford logo right there. Got Ford Mustang over here in the front. A little bit of some decal nuances there. Got Stewart Haas Racing. This decal, oh my God, man. That thing took a shot to the gut. That thing's not even close to being accurate to where it needs to be. You got the 3M decal there, Lincoln Welders and Sunoco. Got the number 4 right there. Love that red outlining to it. You know, I wish I could run this car, the NASCAR Darlington Cup Series Talladega race coming up February 21st, unscripted diecast racing. But unfortunately, it's a throwback, and to Darlington Cup Series rules, you can't run throwbacks unless it's a throwback race. But I tell you what, man, this is a fabulous freaking diecast, man. So over to the left side of the car, you got Kevin Harvick right there with, of course, you know, the American flag right there. Very sharp. Of course, you got, good God almighty, you got 6 race-winning stickers. So this is based off the paint scheme prior to Darlington, perhaps maybe even before they decided to do the white spoilers here. But of course, you got 6 race-winning stickers there. I think one's for Darlington because he won the 400-mile day race, which was an old-school event. My God, we're gonna have 2 races at Darlington in 2021. I'm so freaking hyped, bro. I'm so freaking hyped. Like, we have not had 2 races at Darlington since the year of the flood. We're going to have 2 races at Atlanta. We're going back to the Daytona Road Course. Bristol Dirt. I'm so freaking hyped for next season. Like, I cannot freaking wait. We're going to Road America. You got Mobil 1 right there. Busch beer. Very cool. I mean, just look at the 3-dimensional mountaintops here, bro. I mean, it has that enough of like a vintage 2000s kind of a style to it, maybe late 90s. I don't know. It just really gives me some just early 2000s commercial, Super Bowl commercial vibes. You got Haas right there, Jimmy John's, Hunt Brothers Pizza, got American Ethanol, got the vintage Busch can, got Exalta. I think that's what is it? Rush Truck Centers. Got the number 4 there. We'll say the number 4 probably could be a little bit higher up. It just feels like a little bit off center like this. I don't know. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Who knows? I got NASCAR Cup Series playoffs right there. Got the number 16. Very screwed up Goodyear decal. I'm not really a fan of the color for it. I wish I would put a little bit of a red outlining to it, similar to how this one is. Very reminiscent of the 2017/2018 Mobil 1 paint scheme, I believe. I love that red, white, and dark blue pattern to it. Definitely some decal tears here, unfortunately, with the blue. And obviously, since this is a Darlington Throwback, you do see the single Goodyear wheels, which is very reminiscent of the 2015 ones. In 2020, though, they had a very thin blue line on the wheels, very retro, like that. So over here to the back end of this car, this is just so cool, man. Dude, after years and years and years, we finally get a NASCAR Busch Series logo. This is so cool, man. Wow. You know how many freaking diecasts that were produced back in the mid-2000s that were from the, the Gold Series or whatever, and they couldn't put a Busch logo on it? This is awesome. NASCAR Busch Series logo on a 2020 diecast. Wow, that's cool. 01 and 06 champion. Fun fact for them, for those out there, Kevin Harvick ran full-time in 2001 as, of course, he was replacing the late, great Dale Earnhardt. He missed the Daytona 500, and I believe he had like a top 10 points finish. But yeah, he ran full-time Cup in 2001. Of course, not the Daytona 500, but let's be honest, that's just one race. But he ran in the Busch Series as well, and he won the championship. And then goes in 06 and bushwhacks it and wins it again. Got the number 4 right there, the Ford logo. Got the Mobil 1. If for those wondering why he won it in 06, the mid-2000s Busch Series champions, oh my god, it was just bushwhacking. I mean, you'd seen guys like Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer. I mean, drivers that were already pretty much established themselves, just coming down and just destroying the Xfinity nationwide, whatever you call it, series back then. Of course, the whole back panel decal is very off-center. Let's go over to the right side of this diecast here, and I usually zoom out, when I do the right side of the diecast here, but I mean, I cannot help myself but want to get more detail on the mountaintops here. I mean, just beautiful. I mean, I love how they incorporated the 3-dimensional detail to kind of flow with the paint scheme. Like, you see how this kind of slope goes down where the can is, and it kind of just stops there as the 4 has an upward crest. And you see right here, a very harsh transition between the Busch beer and the Busch can. I like that mountain pattern. Instead of putting it right behind the Busch can when you can't see it, they put it right between it. Very nice transition from the giant panel decal to a very small side panel decal area as well. And I love how it kind of crests all the way up here to the deck lid. We'll touch on that a little bit in a moment. Wow, man. This is what I was talking about, that brushstroke, early 2000s advertisement feel. Wow. I mean, I love this 4 right here. I love this. The white in the middle, the red outlining, and the black bold text outlining. Absolutely awesome, man. I will say, though, this Mobil 1 decal is a little bit... I'm not really digging the white box around it, but you know what? I can live with it, though. I can live with it. You got the Harvick decal right there. Obviously, you got the Ford playoff banner right there. I love this. This is one of the coolest things I've seen on these 2020s. Look at the satin/matte finish on those window bars. But then look at the clear plastic in the middle. My goodness, man. Love that. Then you go over to the deck lid. You got Busch Beer, the official beer of NASCAR. And that's old school NASCAR logo. That is an old school NASCAR logo. That is so freaking cool, man. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this diecast down below. Easily one of the best throwbacks of 2020, if not the best. Certainly the best one that has been released thus far, not including the Authentics line, of course. Anyways, folks, hope you have a great one. Hope to see you on the next diecast video. Maybe we'll be reviewing another Kevin Harvick diecast down the road. Beautiful National Forest Foundation car. Maybe we'll be ranting about this thing. Oh my god. Every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can tune in for a brand new diecast review. Of course, diecast content throughout the month of February. It is finally here, guys. NASCAR is back. I can't freaking wait. Hope you're having a great one. Diecast Buffet signing off.
Busch.